Hello, good morning students. Welcome back. What were we doing? Lesson 1, isn't it? So, in lesson 1, what is the name of the lesson? My body. Is there anything left in this lesson, students? No, I think. Have you understood the lesson very well? Is there any problem? We have understood the lesson. We have written keywords, we have done type A, type B, type C, type D, type E, and value based questions also, isn't it? We have done questions of something to do also. We solved many riddles last time. Did you enjoy it? You keep it trying. You may write riddles on your own with your friends and you can solve it. You will enjoy it, isn't it? So what we will do today, we will sum up the lesson. If anything important is there, we will see how should we study and how should we write in our examination, isn't it? And if you have any question, you just ask me on my WhatsApp number. Now see the chart, students. Lesson number 1, that is my body. Page number 1. P stands for page. Many students get confused in it. P stands for page. Now we will discuss some important definitions. Definition of organs. What is it? Special structures present in our body for specific functions are called organs. Special structure present in our body for specific functions are called organs. Example, eyes, stomach, etc. Now, definition number 2. Important definitions we are studying. Organ system. Or one can say only system also. Both depicts the same thing. A group of organs that work together for a particular function is known as organ system. A group of organs, not only one organ, a group of organs that work together for a particular function is known as organ system. Example, digestive system, we have studied in class 4. Do you remember? Now, breathing system, we have studied just now. So, we studied now till now definitions of organs and organ system. Now, third definition we will study. Why we are doing so? Because these are important definitions. You will have to write in classwork. What is the classwork today? You will have to write all important definitions what we are discussing now. We have discussed 2 definitions. First one was organ, second was organ system. Now look at the chart. We will study the definition of windpipe. A tube-like structure which connects nose with lungs is called windpipe. A tube-like structure which connects nose with lungs is called windpipe. Now, fourth definition, important definition of this lesson. Floating ribs. What is floating ribs? What are floating ribs? Last 2 pairs of ribs are called floating ribs. Last 2 pairs of ribs are called floating ribs. Now, definition of femur. Fifth one is femur. The longest thigh bone is called femur. You might have observed that our longest bone of our body is thigh bone, and that is known as femur only. The longest thigh bone is called femur. Now, we will write some more definitions related with eyes. Any problem? No? Are you enjoying the lesson? If you have any question, any doubt in your own, you must write and send it on my WhatsApp number. But all must do classwork and homework, whatever I give. I want answers from each and every student. Am I clear? Now we will write more definitions. Let us see the chart again. Definition of iris. Where is iris found? It is in our eyes. Iris is dark structure present in the front of the eyeball. In our eyeball, there is dark structure. You might have seen whenever you look at the mirror, when you make up yourself, then you see eyeball. That is called iris. Dark structure present in front of the eyeball is called iris. Now, seventh definition is also related with eyes. That is retina. Retina is the screen. Screen, you know? What is silver screen? When you see movie, that is called silver screen. And retina is the screen present at the back of the eyeball. Retina is the screen present at the back of the eyeball, where the image is formed of any object. Where are image formed? At the retina. Then only we are able to see any object. Clear? How can we see any object? We cannot see any object without eyes. But we cannot see any object in absence of light also. If you are closed in a dark room, you cannot see your hand only, isn't it? So light is also required for seeing, observing any object. So where is the screen in our eyes? The screen is known as retina. Now look at the chart again. In adding some more definitions, we will learn the definition of optic nerve. This is very important. Eighth one is optic nerve. The nerve which connects brain with the eye is called optic nerve. It is the nerve which connects brain with the eye. It's called optic nerve. This has got much importance, because in absence of it, the eyes cannot send its message to the brain, and we will not be able to see any object. So optic nerve is very important. What is it? It is a nerve connecting brain with our eyes. Now next definition, that is feelers. We know very well that we have got sense organs to observe anything, and feelers are the sense organ of insects. So what is it? Two long thin parts on the heads of some insects to feel and touch are called feelers. You might have seen feelers present on the body of cockroach. Have you seen cockroach? It has got feelers, long feelers. It looks very dirty, isn't it? Or you don't find it dirty, you can catch it with the help of feelers. Some of your friends catch it with feelers and throw it out. Can you do that? No. So now look at the chart. What is the definition? You will have to write in classwork. Two long thin parts of the heads of some insects to feel and touch are called feelers. Now lateral line. Definition number 10. Lateral line. It is a system of sense organs. There are system of sense organs present on the fish, found in fishes, to detect movement, vibration and pressure. To detect movement, vibration and pressure, fishes use their lateral line as a sense organ. Clear? So we have learned 10 more definitions in this lesson. There are many definitions given in keywords, but mind it, in keywords, complete sentences are not there. They have given just word meaning. So you will have to write the complete sentence for definitions. If anybody asks you to write definitions, you will have to complete sentences. Do you know what is the necessary part of a sentence? You must be reading in English subject, subject, predicate and object, or subject and verb, isn't it? So your sentence should be completed. For writing definitions, don't write just meaning of the word. Clear? And in keywords, meaning of the word is given. So you will have to complete the sentence for writing definitions. Am I clear? And I have given in the chart all 10 definitions again to clear your concept. Again, still you are having any question, you may send it on my WhatsApp number. Now to proceed, we will see here again on the chart. To learn and remember the functions of human ear, we have made the chart like this. Clear? This will be very easy. It will be very easy for you to learn the functions of the parts. Functions means what is the work of external ear. You will make the chart like this. What is the function of external ear? It directs the sound to the inner ear. It directs the sound to the inner ear. You are having outer ear, external ear. Whenever teacher becomes angry with you, he pulls your external ear, isn't it? And what is the function? It directs the sound to the inner ear. And what is the other part of middle ear? Other part of ear, that is middle ear. What is its function? It conveys the vibrations from the ear drum to the inner ear. It sends the vibration to the inner ear. That is the function of middle ear. Vibration, you know, understand? Have you observed anywhere vibrations? Whenever you play guitar, there is vibration in the string, isn't it? So like vibration is there everywhere whenever there is sound. So what is the function of middle ear? It sends the vibrations to the eardrum to the inner ear. From the eardrum, it sends it to the inner ear. Now the function of inner ear. It helps to hear. It helps to hear. And other function of inner ear, look at the chart. It maintains the balance of our body also. So if anybody's inner ear is not working, he will fall down. There will be no balance in their body. Clear? So we find it very easier now to learn the functions of all parts of our ear. You will make the chart also. Clear? In homework. Now, sometimes I see whenever you do the MCQ, you don't write in correct way. So we will see how to write MCQ, how to solve MCQ in your copy for examination. Just see here. Type C we have done, page 11 we have done. Just we are seeing why we are repeating to learn how to do it correctly. Question is, the joint in the shoulder is an example of a which joint? Hinge joint, ball and socket joint, pivot joint, gliding joint. I think the correct answer will be ball and socket joint. But in your examination copy, how will you write? Question 1, then B is the correct answer. So B and then write the correct answer. That is ball and socket joint. Some students, what they do? They don't give the number and they don't write the answer. Either they write the number, question number, or they write the answer. So there is very much confusion for correcting it. Clear? So this is the way of doing. You will have to write number also B and then write the correct answer. And in question 2, you can see in your book or copy, C is the correct answer. So C, ribcage. Like that you will do all MCQ. Am I clear now?
Yes.
Now we have done everything. We have done every diagram also. But we have not drawn, I think, the diagram for inhalation and exhalation in the process of breathing. So we will see here. Look at the diagram. Page number 4, you will find it. These are the breathing system. And by inhalation, that is, air is moving inside our body through windpipe. So it it goes inside the lungs and diaphragm contracts. Clear? So, in the case of inhalation, diaphragm contracts, and when we exhale the carbon dioxide, then what happens? Diaphragm relaxes. Diaphragm relaxes. So this is the process of inhalation and exhalation. You will have to draw both for inhalation and for exhalation. Clear? So we will draw these diagrams also for showing process of breathing. If it is asked, if the question comes to write the diagram of breathing system, then you will draw only breathing system. And if it comes to draw the diagram for inhalation and exhalation, then you will draw this diagram. Then you will draw this diagram. Now I think every doubt is clear from this lesson number 1, isn't it? So I am repeating again. You will do, all of you will do classwork and homework and send it on my WhatsApp number so that I can check it and send it back to you. Clear? So do your work honestly and sincerely. You must sit down attentively to listen the class and do the classwork and homework. Clear? Okay, students. Thank you.